Kurumjari, a very good evening. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV and I'm Victoria Rajkumari. First, the headlines. Chief Minister Khemchand along with BJP Manipur Pradesh President Sharda and few MLAs given a warm reception in None while returning to Imphal along National Highway 37. Displaced minor girl from Amore residing at a Kampad relief camp found dead. Mob storms Irulbung police station demanding accused. Court remands accused to 5 days police remand. Fresh firing reported in Thawai and Sarkafung villages from Sankai village. Panic gripped residents. BJP Manipur Pradesh also celebrates 47th Foundation Day of Bharatiya Janata Party at its head office at Nithepak Chitek today. And now the top stories. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand today attended the 47th Foundation Day of BJP at the Rongmei Naga dominated area in None district. He attended the function at Longmai Path 3 Multi-Purpose Hall, None District Headquarters, while coming back to Imphal along National Highway number 37 from his 3-day trip to Jiribam District. He was accorded a warm welcome by local Nungba BJP MLA Deepu Gangmai and Rongmai Naga traditional dancers. He, along with State BJP President Adhikari Mayum Sharda, hoisted the BJP flag at Longmai Common Ground in None town amidst the singing of Bande Mataram. Accompanied by 8 BJP MLAs, the Chief Minister and the State BJP President paid floral tributes to the portrait of two ideological founders of BJP, late Dindayal Upadhyaya and late Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. Speaking in the program, Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand has given assurance to initiate functioning of Diet Centre in None district through consultation with relevant MLA at the earliest. He also assured to develop Longmai Common Ground while also highlighting the commitment of BJP towards development of northeastern states and Manipur. He added that Ministry of Donor was introduced during Atal Bihari Vajpayee's government to look into the development and progress of northeastern region. He also said that it was Prime Minister Narendra Modi who declared in Parliament that Manipur's territorial integrity will always be preserved. He further credited Prime Minister Modi for making the centre's Looked East policy to Act East policy with an aim to open trans-Asian highways to Southeast Asian countries. Chief Minister Khemchand thanked Union Home Minister Amit Shah for assuring all help in the development of the state. CSOs and local clubs in None district gave memorandums to Chief Minister Khemchand to highlight the grievances of people in the district.
BJP Bharatiya Janata Party hai party se North India bu Manipur bu yamna nuksibadu party ni Donor Minister ligat pidana North Council Shillong ga office chemna North India ge amade Manipur gi toan ka development kaya da yengin na amadi sakal na thoda biramadu party ni wena Bharat ke Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi ji magna Bharat ke Parliament da apunda Manipur ngak tasakeni haiba lautupiwa amadi Southeast Asia gi trans highway look is policy look at policy hai no to pira da kumang kapsana kona digiba lena with home minister Mr. Dina Manipur ki sakit program kumunta mateng pamigini hai na yedi bina uta mayang ye ahu kuam de nizari.
Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand has reached Imphal after his successful road journey to Jiribam district. He returned from Jiribam district today via Imphal to Jiribam National Highway number 37. The Chief Minister left Jiribam district around 8 a.m. this morning and made a stop in None to attend the 47th Foundation Day of BJP, where he interacted with CSOs and people of None district. He left None around 1:30 p.m. and reached Imphal around 2:50 p.m. Upon his arrival in Imphal, Chief Minister Khemchand went to Kwaranban Kaithel and offered prayers at Kaithel Lairenbi. However, Chief Minister Khemchand did not interact with media persons but rushed to Chief Minister's Secretariat after offering prayer at Kwaranban Kaithel. According to officials, Chief Minister Khemchand has planned to take chopper from Assam on his return journey but took the road along with his entourage. In a shocking and a harrowing incident, a displaced minor girl from More who was residing at the relief camp in Akampad was found dead at Singjamai Wangma Khetri Bridge. A 28-year-old man, an IDP from Churachandpur, has been arrested in connection with disappearance and reportedly confessed for killing the girl, who was a class KG student at Eastern Idol High School. Meanwhile, angry mob attempted to storm Irilbung police station, where the accused person has been kept, and demanding justice for the victim, a minor girl. Police had to fire tear gas shells to disperse the crowd at that moment. According to officials, the minor's family members lodged a missing person complaint on Sunday at Irilbung police station in Imphal East district. Following the complaint, police teams from Imphal East and Imphal West districts launched a coordinated search effort. Senior officers, including district chiefs, supervised the operation on the ground. Investigators scanned CCTV footage from nearby areas, which led to the identification of a suspect who was allegedly last seen with the minor. The accused, identified as Laisham Langamba, aged 28 years, was detained for questioning. During interrogation, he allegedly confessed to abducting and murdering the child and disposing of the body under Singjamai Bridge. Based on the disclosure of the accused, the body of the minor was recovered in the early hours from the indicated location. Meanwhile, tensions flared later in the day as IDPs from the relief camp gathered outside Irilbung police station, demanding death penalty for the accused. The protest escalated into a confrontation with security personnel, prompting police to fire tear gas shells to disperse the crowd. Meanwhile, the accused was produced before Chief Judicial Magistrate CJM Court in Imphal today, and the court has remanded the accused to 5 days of judicial custody to allow further investigation into the case. On the other hand, people took out a protest condemning the brutal killing of minor girl from relief camp. Speaking on the sideline of the protest at Akampad relief camp, convener of the relief camp and Samananda demanded capital punishment for the culprit who was involved in killing the minor girl. He also informed that the body of the victim will not be claimed by the family members until the government and relevant authority assures capital punishment for the accused person, Langamba. Speaking further, Samananda also urged the relief camps and other areas to ensure that shelter or accommodation is not provided to the accused person.
अखोई ngarang laibak thiba thodo ju thokhraba tungda more gi mayam ama yauraga committee mayam phamminaraga warep ahum khak laujai hairiba warep ahum dudi laisam lamngan ba culprit asi relief camp asida sugang changhandaba aduga loina na khoi relief camp sinataba atopa relief camp tambakta lebe relief camp jing jasu mayam na changjapam pibiganu laisam lamngan ba hariba asigi imung manungna ukil wairaga magi favor da sarkar da case thengna khotpaji tobidana ba haibasima akhoi warep am lemnai misi siga mari lenana hairiba misi asi logi inna sibagi chera si gomena pigine haiba laukthokri ba akhoi asiba hakchang si laudaba akhoi si warep ahum si akhoi logging asi.
Fresh incidents of firing were reported from the eastern side of Ukhrul district on Sunday evening, triggering panic among residents a day after Thawai village volunteer opposed entry of security forces into its jurisdiction. According to Ukhrul Times, simultaneous firing broke out in Thawai and nearby Sarkafung villages around 6:20 p.m. A thermal drone was reportedly sighted over a Thawai village during the initial phase, while over 100 rounds were said to have been fired in Thawai, with comparatively lesser firing in Sarkhapung. After a brief lull, intense gunfire resumed around 8:30 p.m. and again at approximately 9:30 p.m. with later rounds reportedly directed from the direction of Sankai village towards Thawai. Another round of firing occurred around 10 p.m. to which village volunteers responded. Firing from both sides was again reported from as early as 5 a.m. on Monday and continued till the time of filing this report, indicating tense situation in Litan area despite the presence of security forces. Sources also reported that automatic rifle fire from the direction of Mongkot Chefu village around 11:15 a.m. Meanwhile, Thawai Village Authority has reiterated its decision to bar entry of security forces, citing alleged unjust treatment and failure to address the presence of illegal Kuki immigrants involved in unlawful activities. Security personnel, including Manipur police and Rapid Action Force, have been deployed in Thawai, though no reports have confirmed their entry into Sankai village, from where multiple rounds of firing were reported. The situation remains volatile with the stretch of National Highway 202 between Sankai and Mongkot Chefu villages spanning nearly 10 kilometers while remaining completely shut. Further updates are still awaited. Meanwhile, villagers of Thawai Tangkhul carried out a protest expressing their discontent on security forces conducting combing operations at their areas following the attack carried out by armed Kukis from Zalengphung Khongsai village. While alleging partiality by security forces, villagers questioned the intention of security forces while conducting operation in Tangkhul village. Speaking in this regard, head of Thawai Tangkhul village, Wungnau Yung Nganglung, informed that armed Kuki launched attack towards Tangkhul village using sophisticated weapons last night. Houses were hit by the bullets from the attack. However, security forces, instead of conducting combing operation from source of firing, carried out massive operation at Tangkhul village. On the other hand, social activist Asang Kasar expressed concern on the prevailing tense situation in the area and sought early resolution from relevant authority as villages continue to live with uncertainty and they could not do their daily course. He urged the security forces to carry out combing operations at Kuki inhabited areas.
Irang toklagbase tha ani di sujalak tore ekoi migi lamda chatlaga lan taru banate moina khunai se meyam khumjalaga leibani na ekoi se safe oidaba dugi ekoi khunja sing sisu safe oidre duna ekoi lamse ngak da bya de haina ekoi khunse dum nga leibani adubu maina leiringai sida dum ekoi toina dongmai se kapjalakwa duga central forces singnasu moigi misang tobogumna moina kapati kesu haidaba duga ekoina kitang wangang ba tuyadaba hekta koida wangang salakba every after 2 days kimtungda combing se dum changani haina moina dum hairae loina changba roi loi kari changgera haina thingba ganda hansu changge han towe ekoi gi maira pai bi singse keno torega thingkhibne aina thinghibese mongonda usitaba nataba law enforcement singda respect pidaba nataba adum moina ekoida usittabado adugi nungaidabagi thingmane moina phajana hairaga ekoi sumain towe ekoi sumaina changani phajana state force puraga laadi ekoi karisu moida thingba su leiroi ngarangdi moina kap haubusu moina hobane aduga nongmaisu moina kapane aduga combing de ekoida changi under security force singi wakhalon do ekoi phap taba ngamdre ekoi ngakpa lakpra natraga kuki gi support talakpra habse confusion yam leye
koi ilamdam se government leitabagum authority leitabagum na koi se leiribase koi na langlaga yengba kanda koi pende nuaite mase ubada village authority ama haibase 1956 act ki matungina any forces or any karino erasu without ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯚꯤꯂꯦꯖ ꯑꯊꯣꯔꯤꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯍꯦꯗꯃꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯑꯌꯥꯕ ꯂꯧꯗꯗꯅ ꯄꯨꯂꯤꯁꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯌꯨꯔꯤꯇꯤ ꯐꯣꯔꯁꯦꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯆꯪꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯂꯣ ꯂꯩꯌꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯂꯣꯗꯨꯗ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯣꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯚꯥꯏꯑꯣꯂꯦꯠ ꯇꯧꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯈꯨꯟ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯅꯤꯡꯊꯧꯒꯤ ꯑꯌꯥꯕ ꯑꯊꯣꯔꯤꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯌꯥꯕ ꯂꯧꯗꯗꯅ ꯆꯪꯂꯒ ꯇꯧꯅꯤꯡꯕ ꯄꯨꯡꯇꯧ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯔꯨꯜꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯂꯣꯗ ꯚꯥꯏꯑꯣꯂꯦꯠ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯤ ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯔꯦꯁꯄꯣꯟꯁꯤꯕꯜꯗꯣ ꯒꯚꯔꯟꯃꯦꯟꯠꯅ ꯄꯨꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯀꯨꯀꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯅ ꯀꯥꯞꯂꯕꯗꯤ ꯀꯨꯀꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯐꯝꯗ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯕꯣꯝꯕꯤꯡ ꯑꯣꯄꯔꯦꯁꯟꯗꯨ ꯆꯪꯂꯒ ꯃꯣꯏꯗ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯊꯤꯡꯕꯤꯌꯣ ꯇꯥꯡꯈꯨꯜꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯟꯁꯤꯡꯗꯤ ꯂꯥꯟ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯥꯞꯈꯤꯕꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯝꯗ ꯆꯪꯂꯛꯇꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯗꯤꯐꯦꯟꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯋꯥꯗꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯥꯞꯂꯛꯂꯒ ꯁꯣꯝꯗꯅ ꯇꯥꯡꯈꯨꯜꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯟꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯕꯣꯝꯕꯤꯡ ꯑꯣꯄꯔꯦꯁꯟ ꯇꯧꯋꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯑꯥꯏꯟꯅꯣ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯔꯨꯜꯅꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯚꯥꯞ ꯇꯥꯗꯦ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯑꯀꯤ ꯑꯈꯪ ꯐꯥꯎꯍꯜꯂꯤꯕ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯏꯕꯦꯡꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯇꯧꯍꯟꯗꯗꯅ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯗ꯭ꯌꯨꯇꯤ ꯇꯥꯍꯜꯂꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯚꯣꯂꯨꯟꯇꯤꯌꯔꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯋꯥꯕ ꯆꯦꯛꯈꯥꯝ ꯄꯤꯔ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯁꯦ ꯒꯚꯔꯟꯃꯦꯟꯠꯅ ꯔꯦꯁꯄꯣꯟꯁꯤꯕꯜ ꯇꯧꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ
Meanwhile, the Vice Chairperson of Thawai Tangkhul Khul Sinalong, Aruna Muinao, expressed that villagers are losing trust on security forces as firing continues in their area by armed Kukis and demanded security forces to vacate the village. On the other hand, the President of Imagi Maira, T.H. Sujata, condemned the combing operation at Tangkhul village while alleging that government inaction on community that is preventing free movement along national highways. As a part of the protest, youth forces of Tangkhul Kainung Thot Khon raised slogans against inaction of central security forces.
अखोई ngsidigi hauna center forces security se अखोई थाजबा लेतरे मोय लेरगा अखोई ing tappa peace porok pige ra herga oiram de moy ne henna amarom the partial tawraga अखोई mangningai naga macha mayam se manghalaga kuki lehenge heba moy gi policy plan oiba male heba se अखोई di khankhre aduna hojiti ayinna lona changba yade khamba yade arasu अखोई di khamgani ngasidigi hauna hun asida center force heba se lakhan bigunu heba se air authority phoi bochu haininge moy coordinate tawraga asumoi na dum kapraga lere kapasida kari kumba अखोई gi bunker su leitre cha sing iwa sing amada nongmeshina shoklaga anna aye ashiba tho ngasai police laiko police khoi ga center force sin moi na dai logera ashiba midu moi na hinghan gera moi na ngak pigera ashi moi na risk logni arede phai akhoi bunker su leroi duty su phamoi ngisidege adu moi ya ye heba signature sign down raga bio akhoi bo yaba adu wairade akhoi chude su la oi icha singsu yumda nungai na tumhan khrage adu moi ngamgera ngamoidra hebdu akhoi pamme
Hawaii Pulsiki Mapam Sida Tower Eva Mayamse. See Punamaxida, Kanana Karina, Karana Torapano, have a yang the gay. Gasi, a quick for defense out the Queen of Talks at the labor since the Onjandana, Gasi, Senten Force Oiro, India's Lenga Poiros, State Lenga Poiro, Gasi to be able to sing the Carino, have a monks and Eva. Gasi, a queen hiding the D. Mito Miran Jasina, Sumpumna, another fruit the Sumina Sum Tola Helaga, a queen of Sumina defense of a quite bombing operation to me, Chai Suman. Ato to holanu dana kadana iba kanana hana horopano haibatu khangi ba miwai chindo phakat piro pungkhan piro haibadi ngasi bauta sarkarna tabi deba ngasi gi rise achumba fire kanana achumba no karana aran bano haibatu thigat piraga chap chaba akoi gi ain gi oiba law gi oiba action lokhat piu chuja gadaba nomja gadaba economy akoi pura fail ni oidise adu myam da to gadaba se sumba lan thengna bo hona gadra ichai su thangna ba gi hona gada karamba kha kaino da hingo haibano ba manipur gi nupi praja myam se masi ko mathong se matung da amu handa thon birakanu lali bas kanano haibse metha te ge koina khangaga lakpa ngatani aduna maram oiraga lali ba mathakta punishment piu haibse akoi gi fire ni.
And now before we move on to other news, let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV News.
Great opportunity for local operators. SKTV is expanding. Come and be a part of SKTV revolution with high-speed internet, IPTV along with OTT and other benefits. We are building stronger connections through franchising. Become a local cable operator and provide reliable information and entertainment to your neighbors. Unlock your growth with our technology and top-tier service. So if you're looking for exclusive partnership opportunities, then please call us at 700-5259-437 or 897-420-9157.
Welcome back. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV News. Now proceeding with other news. Vice President of Bharatiya Janata Party Manipur Pradesh, Nongthombam Nimbus, has asserted that adherents to party's ideology and principle have made BJP the biggest political party in the world and the political party with highest membership. BJP Manipur Pradesh also joined the celebration of 47th Foundation Day of Bharatiya Janata Party at its head office in Nithe Park to take today. Home Minister Govindas Kanthosam, Rajya Sabha MP Sanajau Malay Semba, Thongju MLA Thongam Biswajit, Langthabal MLA Karam Sham, other MLAs and workers attended the program. Speaking on the sideline, Nongthombam Nimbus emphasized the principles of BJP and the 5 ideological pillars of the party, which include nationalism and national integration, Gandhian socialism, positive secularism, democracy, and value-based politics. He also highlighted the journey of BJP so far in Indian politics. He emphasized that in 2014, Narendra Modi-led government came to power, and now Narendra Modi has become the longest-serving leader in the country, and it is possible through dedication of the party in service to the people of the nation.
Nationalism and national integration, Gandhian socialism, positive secularism, democracy, and value-based politics. Ideological pillar, mangasna, nakataga tamiba, basic philosophy, integral humanism, machine maramoira, Haraga, Bharata, Apogi, so Visima Samapan, Marpuka, Tarukta, Atal Bihari Bajpayee, non-Congress leader, non-Congress party, Ahan Bahu. So Visima Taramari, Indhatamaba Bharati, history, Vaidhi Sangha, Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, Bharatiya Janata Party, Bharatiya Pradhan Mantri se Bharatiya Janata Party leiriba ideology and principles na ngakna satwa adugi miyang seva tawdena maram oye hainaga asidi Bharatiya Janata Party se prithibida khwaidagi sawba membership khwaidagi masing yamba adunga political party amal oida.
Developmental works are progressing in Ketragaon constituency under the initiative of MLA Sheikh Nurul Hassan, with concrete road paving and levelling currently underway at Kongba Laisham Laikai to improve connectivity, while black topping of Yangbi Road is also advancing to ensure smoother and safer transportation for commuters. Meanwhile, pipeline connections for water distribution in Kaiku and Kergao have already been completed, with household tap connections installed for uninterrupted supply. The MLA has urged the residents not to damage the newly constructed roads and express gratitude to officials, workers and locals for their cooperation, while reaffirming his commitment to the development of the constituency. Imphal Students' Union Manipur Assam has strongly refuted claims made by the United Kuki Council attempting to impose the Kuki identity on the Imphal community. In a press release signed by its Vice President S. Akup Imphal and General Secretary Zafed Imphal, Assam asserts that the Imphal community will not be swayed by external interpretations and will fiercely protect its distinct identity. The organization further argues that the UKC's reliance on colonial-era records and selective ethnographic data is methodologically flawed and ignores the community's collective will and future. The statement emphasized that identity is self-defined and cannot be imposed by external entities. Citing constitutional provisions Articles 19, 21, 29 and 30, Assam asserts that these protections are meant to preserve a community's right to its own identity, not grant authority to others to redefine it. The statement challenges the UKC to provide verifiable proof of its claims, noting that none of the 15 Imphal villages have declared affiliation as Kuki. The Assam views such attempts as divisive and warns against misinterpretation, urging restraint and mutual respect. District Magistrate of None, Vidyamari Siddhar, has promulgated Prohibitory orders under Section 163 of the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita 2023 in Lungbanglong village under Kopum subdivision with immediate effect. The order follows reports from Superintendent of Police None and Subdivisional Magistrate Kopum indicating a likelihood of breach of peace and disturbance to public tranquility in the area. The order prohibits unlawful assembly of 5 or more persons and bans carrying of arms or any objects that can be used as weapons. Authorities stated that urgent preventive measures were necessary to avert any untoward incidents. The restrictions will remain in force until further orders and violators will face legal action. Further, MK Celestina has been appointed as executive magistrate to ensure strict enforcement of the order in coordination with the police. The order applies to the entire Lungbanglong village and has been issued ex parte due to the urgency of the situation. However, it will not apply to government agencies engaged in maintaining law and order and essential services. A tribute-paying ceremony for the martyrs of the Battle of Thobal Athokpam occurred during the Anglo-Manipur War 1891 was held at District Library cum Youth Centre Complex in Thobal Athokpam today. The event jointly organized by Justice Committee on Anglo-Manipur War 1891 Martyrs, Freedom Fighters of Kanglei Park and Ningthemcha Ningshinglub was graced by many notable dignitaries, including Khangabok Constituency MLA Okram Surjukumar and Justice Committee on Anglo-Manipuri War 1891 Martyrs Chairman Joy Chandra Konthousam. During the event, attendees paid floral tributes to the portraits of the martyrs of Battle of Thobal Athokpam and Arong Turel, followed by a 2-minute silence. A blood donation camp was also conducted under the theme Give Blood to honor the brave martyrs of Thobal Athokpam Battle 1891 was also conducted. Addressing the gathering, Joy Chandra praised the heroic spirit of Manipuri forefathers, noting that they stood united for their motherland against the British Empire despite belonging to diverse communities. He expressed regret that this collective strength is missing in the present generation due to a growing trust deficit. Emphasizing the urgent need to set aside selfish motives and rebuild communal trust, Joy Chandra exuded confidence that Manipur's integrity will remain intact as long as there is unity among indigenous communities. He also recalled the historical significance of Anglo-Manipur War, noting that the execution of 5 British officers involved in the attack on Kangla marked the beginning of resistance against the British Empire. The organizing committee of 8 state-level Hun Thado Cultural Festival 2026 has announced that all preparations are complete, with the festival set to commence on April 7 at Hotel Imphal. The Hun festival, symbolizing renewal, hope and thanksgiving through the sprouting of seeds, will be celebrated this year under the theme Upholding Our Identity, Shaping Our Destiny. Notably, the festival returns to Manipur after being held in Delhi 2024 and Guwahati in 2025 due to the prevailing violence, marking a significant moment of resilience and restoration. The inaugural session will be graced by Leishem Basana Jauba as chief guest, alongside Dingang Lung Gangmei and C. Laren Ruata, featuring highlights such as Hun Maicham, release of balloons, unveiling of the Sinkuv 4.0 souvenir, and tribute to victims of Manipur violence. The festival will showcase vibrant cultural and musical programs, including traditional programs like Thangta, Rongmei, Liangmei, and Meitei dances, along with performances by artists and special appearance by Mary Downey. The closing session will be attended by Thokchom Setherbata as chief guest, with K.H. Loken and Asang Kasar as guests of honor, featuring recognition of community leaders and release of the book Manipur in Peril. The main attraction will be the Threads of Unity textile showcase by Robert Naram, featuring Ritika Khatnani and Srela Luang. With large participation expected from Thado people across the state and beyond, the festival emphasizes unity, cultural pride and reaffirmation of distinct identity and heritage of the Thado community. Amid the ongoing West Asia conflict, Government of India has undertaken sustained diplomatic and operational efforts to ensure the country's energy security and safety of Indian nationals in the Gulf region, calling for de-escalation and uninterrupted maritime navigation through the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz. India actively engaged with global and regional stakeholders, including discussions led by the Prime Minister with leaders of Iran, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, Oman, Jordan, as well as Israel, the US, France, Malaysia and the Netherlands. Through coordinated diplomacy and close engagement with Iran and other nations, India successfully secured safe passage of 8 LPG-laden ships and 1 crude oil vessel, even as 16 Indian flag ships remained in the Persian Gulf awaiting transit. Supported by naval escorts under Operation Sanklam, these efforts underline India's commitment to safeguarding commercial shipping, ensuring maritime security in line with international law, and meeting the energy needs of its people while protecting nearly 10 million Indians residing in the Gulf region. In other news, meanwhile, authorities have stated that the supply of domestic LPG across Manipur remains stable and sufficient, with around 12,000 cylinders being distributed daily to ensure uninterrupted access for households despite the global energy market pressures. Indian Oil Corporation is closely monitoring the distribution network while promoting digital booking systems, which are increasingly being adopted to streamline delivery and enhance consumer convenience. The use of Delivery Authentication Code (DAC OTP) has further strengthened secured distribution. To prevent black marketing and hoarding, Indian Oil, in coordination with the state government, has intensified surveillance and is conducting regular surprise inspections at LPG distributorships. Authorities have reassured the public that there is no shortage and urged consumers to avoid panic buying, rely on official communication channels, and make use of digital platforms for LPG refill bookings. Spokesperson of All Manipur Fertilizer Welfare Association, Y. Bijan, has alleged a large-scale diversion of urea meant for the state, claiming that around 1,15,500 bags allocated for Manipur between December 2025 and March 2026 were mostly transported to Kwakta and Bishnupur. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club, he stated that the urea stocks were allotted by Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative Limited and Matrix Fertilizer dealers specifically for distribution within the state. He further pointed out that even 25 private dealers associated with Brahmaputra Valley Fertilizer Corporation Limited, Namrup, are unable to procure urea, leading to acute shortages in the market. Bijain warned that if non-availability of urea continues, farmers across Manipur will face serious hardships in carrying out agricultural activities, particularly during crucial farming season.
Manipur da BPSL Namaruki active private dealers kumanga muklay. Hariba dealersing asi haukiba December 2025 tagina March 2026 phawada metare amata phawa phangde. Allocation phangdabagi maramdi dealers kharaga official kharaga laktunaraga eco amadi matrix fertilizers da allocation divert taw badagini. Haukiba sahi kuntramuk asi BPSL gi dealers na Manipur gi farmers singi damakta urea phanganduna laki. Haukiba December 2025 to March 2026 phawada dealers mari mangana haibadi Eco amadi Matrix Fertilizer gi private dealers na Manipur da urea bag langol sing tara mangaga songa approx tingjalakre haiba urea sing asi Manipur gi state ki location dagini hojik haiba urea sing asi lege harbasu phangdre ayamba urea sing asi Kwakta Bisempur romda loina satkre sumana sum tawrabadi Manipur gi tawsingogi matamda urea phangdabge awaba mayoknaragani maram achina Manipur da laibiriba mari lainaba authority singna miyang changbiyu haina all Manipur Fertilizer Dealers Welfare Association gi makaidigi miyam da haijari.
State Welfare Commission for Persons with Disabilities in association with Social Welfare Department in Jiribam District DC Office, CMO Office, CRC SRE, Alimco, DSWO and ARM Jiribam jointly conducted 2-day-long UDID assessment camp at ICD Office Jiribam. During the camp, specialist doctors from Jenims Imphal carried out medical assessment on persons with disability. Speaking on the sideline, State Commissioner of Persons with Disability W. Birahari highlighted the importance of registration for unique disability ID certificate so that differently abled persons can access benefits from various government schemes such as pension scheme, scholarship for students and other benefits. Birahari further informed that the camp was organized to identify those eligible for UDID certificates and to provide immediate assistance to them. Students of Bay's Academy, Kangabok Part 1, staged a sit-in today condemning the ban imposed by KCP PWG and the threats issued against the school. During the protest, students displayed placards with slogans such as "Makes education sector a free zone," "We condemn the ban imposed on our school," "Stop issuing threats against school," and "Education is our right, protection is our demand." Speaking to media persons, a student appealed to the proscribed group concerned to withdraw its threats against the school and allow for a peaceful learning environment. She further emphasized that education is vital for societal progress and noted that schools should remain neutral zones even during the time of conflict. Meanwhile, a parent who participated in the sit-in protest urged the organization concerned to hold talks with the school authority to resolve the matter.
Education ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯊꯋꯥꯏꯅꯦꯕ education ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯅ ꯁꯃꯥꯖ ꯑꯃ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯄꯁꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯣꯏꯗꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯁꯃꯥꯖ ꯑꯃ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯄ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯃꯍꯩ ꯃꯁꯤꯡꯗꯅ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯑꯌꯦꯠ ꯑꯄꯟ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯌꯥꯎꯍꯟꯕꯤꯒꯅꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯇꯝꯖꯒꯦ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯇꯝꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯌꯦꯠ ꯑꯄꯟ ꯄꯤꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜ ꯊꯤꯡꯖꯤꯟꯕꯤꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯑꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯊꯃꯣꯏ ꯁꯣꯛꯅ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯗꯕ ꯐꯥꯎꯖꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯨꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯊꯣꯔꯤꯇꯤꯒ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯇꯟꯖꯥ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯊꯣꯔꯤꯇꯤꯁꯤꯡꯒ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤ ꯃꯈꯥꯗ ꯃꯥꯡꯅꯕ ꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯒꯅꯨ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒ ꯒꯥꯔꯖꯤꯌꯥꯟ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯊꯃꯣꯏ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯤꯅ ꯁꯣꯛꯆꯩ ꯏꯆꯥꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯗ ꯆꯠꯂꯒ ꯇꯝꯒꯗꯕ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛꯇꯨ ꯅꯨꯄꯥꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨ ꯈꯔꯅ ꯊꯤꯡꯖꯤꯟꯕꯤꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯃꯥꯡꯖꯕꯅꯤ.
People's Progressive Alliance Manipur PPAM unequivocally condemns the military actions of the United States and Israel against Iran, citing violations of international law and expressing solidarity with the Iranian people. The conglomeration of 17 CSOs alleges that the US-led Operation Epic Fury and Israel's Operation Roaring Lion have resulted in over 2,000 civilian casualties and displaced 3.2 million people in Iran. PPAM asserts Iran's right to self-defense under international law, emphasizing the importance of respecting sovereignty and territorial integrity. The group also condemns the assassination of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and senior military officials, calling it a grave breach of international law. PPAM further expresses deep concern over India's conspicuous silence on the unfolding conflict, particularly in light of Iran's long-standing support to India in international forums and its strategic importance to India's economic and energy security. It added that the visit of the Indian Prime Minister to Tel Aviv on February 25th, shortly before the outbreak of hostilities, further raises troubling questions regarding India's diplomatic posture and its professed commitment to a rules-based international order. PPAM urges the US and Israel to cease military operations and resolve disputes peacefully, while also calling for UN action to hold them accountable for war crimes and provide reparation to Iran. Patriotic Writers Forum Tripura held its 13th annual meeting at Tripura's Abhoynagar today. During the meeting, 19 executive committee members were selected to take charge for the tenure of 2026 to 29. Renowned singer and writer of Tripura, K.S.H. Madhavi, has been appointed as president, while social and cultural activist N. Pranay has been appointed as secretary. PAWF Tripura will celebrate its 13th Foundation Day on April 13 at Dasharab Dev Memorial Auditorium in Agartala's Supagari Bagan. The event will be marked by national poets meet and performances by folk singer Benita Lystrom. And now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center, Imphal state's maximum temperature was recorded at 29 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 14.5 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 88% in the morning and 46% in the evening. According to Meteorological Center Imphal, Manipur received 1 millimeter of rainfall in the last 24 hours. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Kim Chan, along with BJP Manipur Pradesh President Sharda and few MLAs, given a warm reception in None while returning to Imphal along National Highway 37. Displaced minor girl from Amore residing at Akampat relief camp found dead. Mob storms Irilbung police station demanding accused. Court remands accused to 5 days police custody. Fresh firing reported in Thawai and Sarkafung villages from Sankai village. Panic-grieved residents. And BJP Manipur Pradesh also celebrates the 47th Foundation Day of Bharatiya Janata Party at its head office at Nithepal Chutek today. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates. Till then, good night.